We now have the teardrops pinned on Averys Teardrop, and now we're going to stitch them. As always, you start next to another penny. I have a knot in my thread, and make sure that you pull one complete thread from your bunch of threads, divide that in half. That will do one complete teardrop with the little penny on. You don't break your thread, and you do need that length, because if you don't have that length, you're going to have to end and start your thread somewhere again. So make sure you have that full length. So I've hid my knot, and I'm just going to, as always, as in the stitch video, just go around with the blanket stitches, just as I normally do. I have a lot of needles here threaded. And once I would go around, and once you get to the point, it's a bit different. Let's see, get this needle. No, I guess it's this needle. I'll show you first. If you just do a blanket stitch the same as these, I'll show you what happens. It's not going to stay. It's going to roll off. It will stay there, and eventually it will go like this, and your point will be sticking out like that. It will just roll off. So what we need to do is we need to lock that so that the stitch stays and it doesn't move. And this is a very easy way to do it. Now I'll get the right needle. My goodness. Here. So you can lock the stitch if you have a special way that a stitch that you like. You can lock it that way. This is an easy way, and for someone that hasn't done it before, I think it will be fine. You'll be able to know. You would go close to the top, as I have here. Then you don't go really close, because you're going to fray the wool. See the wool frays? So just about there. Can you see that? So I would put the needle in. It's facing me. Get rid of this thread. And I would pull it, but I would put my needle here to hold the point down. So I would pull it, adjust it so that it's good on the point. Then I push my needle through. I leave my needle there. I push it through. Hold it again with my needle, and there's your knot. So then you just come down next to this one, and don't pull your stitches tight on the top. Just ease them down a bit, and there you go. It does pull a little bit, so you may have to adjust it with that second stitch. Now I frayed that, so there, and we'll just keep going with another stitch and continue on. And I will do that one again. I have another one set up here that I don't have the tip frayed on. So I would go in and do the stitches. the needle in, not close to the edge, just a little bit down. And I put my needle there to hold the end. Pull it tight, not too tight, but tight enough to complete the stitch. Leave my needle there, push it through, use my needle again, and make the knot. And then adjust it. There. Then I would continue on, putting my needle next to this one so they look even. And away I go. So I have this one completed. I'll accept a few stitches, and I will continue that and show you how to put the penny on. So I've completed around the teardrop. Get that edge out there. And now I'm going to lock the stitch as in the stitch video. And you'll notice there's an opening here, and we want to put our needle through the wool, between the wool and the cotton, and just put it out through the cotton, and you're going to do a stitch just like sewing on a button, and put it back in, and then lock the stitch. With a knot, and then we're going to put the small penny on. Don't break your thread, and we'll put the small penny on. And you'll notice in your kit there are two different colors of pennies. One is a dark goldish color and one is a light. Just alternate those around the rug. And without breaking the thread, we're going to go through and blanket stitch the little penny on. And again, it's the same as in the stitch video. I'm not going to do it, but you just go around, lock your stitch, and do a couple back stitches, pull it out, cut your thread. And once you do that to all your teardrops, they are finished, the rug is finished. Be careful on the points. You want to sort of center the points. You can see that, center it. Sometimes they move when you're pinning them, so just be mindful of that, that you try and get them a bit centered. And your rug is finished, and now you can press your rug if you'd like on a towel or a blanket, the right side down. Use a pressing cloth. Don't put the full weight of the iron on. Just use the pressing cloth to do the work and not the weight of the iron. And then your rug is finished. And I hope you enjoyed Averys Teardrop.